What's cracking, audio fans? It's David here from Prime Audio Reviews, and today we've got something rather special. It's the Phatlab Tube and JFET dual mode portable headphone amplifier. That is quite a mouthful, man. What does it all mean? Let's get into it. So hey, you're welcome back to the channel. If this is your first time here, welcome. So what have we got here? It's a portable amplifier, yeah? Nothing unusual about that, but there is something unusual about this one, and that is the fact that it's a dual mode Tube and JFET, which you can switch on the fly at the flick of a switch, just like that. Now we'll get into why that matters in a minute, but yeah, as far as I know, this is the only portable amp with this capability right now. First of all, let's unplug that and take a look at the physical build of this amp. It's pretty lightweight. I don't remember the exact number. It's 340 odd grams or something like that, but it's really light. You can pick it up in one hand, fits in the palm of your hand. You know, CNC machined aluminium chassis. It feels really nice, brushed aluminium chassis with the glass top here, the back rear printed glass top. On the front, just make sure that's in focus. On the front panel here, you got a Pentacon or 4.4 millimeter balanced output, plus a 3.5 millimeter single-ended output. You got your gain switch, high and low. You got your line in, power and low battery LEDs, and of course your power switch and volume. On the back panel, you've got your switch to change between JFET or solid state mode and tube mode. Plus you've got a micro USB port for charging and a little LED that lights up red when the battery is charging. So yeah, little rubber feet on the bottom to protect the surface, and that's about it as far as the physical build goes. It's quite unassuming, although it is very pretty, but it's the way in which this thing works which makes it really special. So I'll just switch it on now so you can see. I'm not sure if you can see amongst all the bright lights here, but the lovely orange glow of those JAN 6418 tubes in there, twin tubes, just beautiful. Right, now there are two versions of this amp. There's this version, which is just the straight up amplifier version. There is also a Chimera D, and the D stands for digital. The reason for that is the Chimera D has a built-in DAC module with the, what is it now? The Sabre ESS 9028 DAC module built into it. So yeah, but this one is just a pure amplifier, dual mode. Let's take a look at how you set it up. So here I've got my DAP. This is the incredible SoundAware M2 Pro. From here we've got the balanced line out from the M2 Pro, and that just simply goes into the line in of the Chimera. And then we'll use these for an example. First of all, the Beyerdynamic DT990 Pros, 250 ohm. That, because it's a fixed cable, it's only got a single-ended cable, so that will go into the 3.5 millimeter output, and you are good to go. And while your music is playing away, you can actually switch between, excuse the noise in the background, but you can actually switch between JFET and tube modes on the fly with no pause, no break in between, no need for any long warm up or anything. And the beauty of this is with the instantaneous switch over, you get a really good idea of the difference between the JFET and the tube modes, because they do sound very different. Let's just make sure I haven't missed any other details, other features while we're here. Oh yeah, let's talk about the output power first. So this has got some crazy output power, man. It's like 300 milliwatts from the 300 milliwatts at 30 ohm from the single-ended 3.5 millimeter output, and 1000 milliwatts from the balanced 4.4 mil jack, which is just crazy, man. Honestly, even with the 990 Pros here, I know they're not the most demanding. They're nowhere near the most demanding headphones out there, but even with these, man, I never even switched to high gain. I have not used high gain on this amp with any of my headphones. It always stays on low gain. With the 990 Pros here, I think I was somewhere around 7 to 8 o'clock on the volume pot here, and that was plenty loud enough for me. Obviously, it's battery operated. I don't know the milliamp hours of the battery inside, but it's rated for more than 10 hours, and in my personal use, it has every time lasted more than 10 hours on a single charge for me. And of course, you charge it via the micro USB port, which is actually my only real gripe about this amplifier. Is I wish it had USB-C. Not that there's anything wrong with a micro USB, but you know, everything's changing to USB-C now, and it would just be very convenient to use one cable or one type of cable for all my devices. So that's really my only gripe. It's not a big deal though. So more over 10 hours battery on a single charge, loads and loads of power. Now, the other great thing about this is you're not compromising the sound in any way. You're getting the full-blown high definition audiophile experience with this amplifier. But the beauty of it is you can just pick it up and you can go to another room, or you can pick it up and take it into work, into the office with you. Heck, you can even use it on the bus or the train if you want to. But if you want to use this while you're mobile, actually moving around, you really need to keep it in JFET mode, because when it's on tube mode, little bumps like that will set the tubes inside ringing. They're very sensitive. So tube mode is really for stationary use only. And you can see when I flick the switch here, you'll see, hopefully, you'll see the tubes light up right away. It's instantaneous and it's ready to go. So let's talk about the sound now. In a word, incredible, man. Like, this sounds so good for a portable amplifier. It's unbelievable. And it really feels kind of liberating to be able to take your full-size headphones and just pick them up, or just you can walk around, literally walk around from room to room, or go out on the back deck of the house, or go into the kitchen, put this down on the counter. You're good to go, man. It's so convenient, but at the same time it's delivering an incredible high level sound. I forgot to tell you about the price. Now brace yourselves, because, well, let's just go ahead and say it. The price of the amp unit alone is $800, and the price of the Chimera D version with the DAC, built-in DAC, is $950. Yes, that is some serious cash, but there is a reason for that, and that is because this is a no compromise portable audio solution. Highest quality components. First of its kind, as far as I know. It's basically gives you the quality of a full-size desktop amplifier. Gives you the same audio quality but it's in a portable body that you can just pick up and move around. And of course, switch on the fly between modes is incredible. And if you hear it, you won't question it, man. Like, it sounds incredible. It really does. Like, some of the differences between the two sound modes on the Chimera. In JFET or solid state mode, it works like a traditional amplifier. You've got that nice note density. It's a more direct sort of punchy sound. The characteristics or the signature of the JFET amp on the Chimera, it has a little bit of warmth. It's a touch warm, but it's very transparent, very resolving sound. And yeah, even in solid state mode, it has a nice expansive sound stage. So you pair this amp with a good pair of headphones, expansive headphones, and you get a really nice sound stage going on. So when you switch over to tube mode, instrument and vocal notes sort of become more rounder and larger in size. The sound kind of takes on a softer, ethereal effect. It's very romantic and very relaxing sound, very warm and inviting in comparison, but you still get that incredible dynamic range. You still get the extension on both ends, but it just kind of softens things up and it gives it a more relaxed sound. It works particularly well with more analytical style headphones. And regardless of whether you're in tube or JFET mode, the noise floor of the Chimera is extremely low as well. Even with sensitive headphones, sensitive in-ear monitors, I don't hear any hiss, don't hear any background noise. It's just this beautiful black background that the sound floats up from. So yeah, really, really fantastic in terms of audio quality. If anyone watching this video is familiar with Phatlab already, then you'll probably already know about the Sassy 2 here. And this is basically the predecessor of the Chimera. And this in itself was actually a second generation of the Sassy amp. This little guy has a similar power output power as the Chimera. The main difference being that it only has a single-ended 6.35mm output, and it doesn't have a solid state mode, so this is tube only, which kind of makes this one only suitable for stationary use. So you can't really move around because of that tube ringing when you bump it and move it about. That's one of the big advantages of the Chimera. Even though it is a little bit larger, you can switch to JFET mode. You can take it around with you when you're mobile or on the go. So yeah, both fantastic, amazing products. Now, let's quickly talk about pairing a little bit. Now, I already mentioned the Beyerdynamic DT990 Pros. Let me get in here. I also tested with the Hi-Fi Man Sundara. Now, I could have switched out to a balanced cable, but I figured I would just stick with the stock cable because I know everyone who has a Sundara has a stock cable already. So yeah, with this one, low gain again, and the volume pot I was at, I think somewhere between 5 and 7 o'clock. The off position is at 3 o'clock. So 5 to 7 is, that's hardly anything, man. It goes all the way up to like 1 o'clock here. And I've never been past 7 on anything, I think, with these. So much power. These sound incredible with this amp. I should just mention this amp is suitable for some IEMs, it can be suitable for all IEMs with a little workaround. It's got nothing to do with output impedance, because the output impedance of this amp is 0.1, less than 0.1 ohm. So that's pretty amazing. Right. So here I have the Dunu DK3001 Pro. Reviews coming real soon. Using the switchable, using the 4.4 millimeter balanced output was a little bit too much, and I'll tell you why. Because when the volume pot is below or up until about 5 o'clock on the pot there is a little bit of channel imbalance, and you have to get past sort of 5 o'clock to even the sides up. So in that case, because these are a sensitive IEM, first of all I changed back to single-ended mode, because the 3.5mm jack has a slightly lower output, power output. So I switched back to that, and in most cases I was able to just get above that 5 o'clock position to even the channels up. But on super sensitive IEMs, or if you want to listen really quietly, you will need to use a source with a variable level output. So you can just turn down the volume or the level on your source a little bit, and that allows you to move this pot past that 5 o'clock position, so you have perfectly balanced channels. So one small caveat with using sensitive IEMs, but I didn't have that problem with any full-size headphones, because they all went past that 5 o'clock mark. You know, it is expensive, but I tell you what, man, I've probably had some life-changing experiences listening to this. I actually carried it into the toilet with me the other day, and yeah, I think it changed my life. It was amazing. It was the best poo I ever had. So yeah. Anyway, that's it, guys. If you want no compromise, unbelievably good quality portable amplifier with tube and solid state modes, this comes highly recommended. One of my favorite audio products of all time. Definitely one of my most favorite portable audio products. Just amazing. Check it out. Visit the Phatlab website. I think they might be showing up on Linsol Audio, linsol.com as well in the future. So check that out. If you like this video, please go ahead and give it a thumbs up. And if you want to see more reviews like this in the future, go ahead and subscribe. And until next time, audio fans, I'll see you later.